Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today I'll be talking about how strong a mono Geo team comp will be when Gorou and Itto comes out. We know that the new artifact set, the House of Opulent Dreams, is undoubtedly created for Geo characters that benefit from the high defense stat, such as Albedo, Noel, Gorou, and Itto. The 4-piece effect at full stacks give 54% defense bonus and 24% Geo damage bonus, which is absolutely crazy. The only downside is the stack will build up once every 3 seconds when the character is off the field, and 0.3 seconds when the character is on the field and deals Geo damage. But when the character is active on the field and they are not dealing any Geo damage, the stack will be decreased by 1 every 6 seconds. But this can be easily overcome if we just put the characters that use this artifact's 4-piece effect off the field, and just use another character with different sets on the field. Albedo also recently just got his free 4-star BIS weapon, the Cinnabar Spindle, that passively increases his defense by 69% and also increases elemental skill damage by 80% of defense at R5, which is insane. And what's even crazier is that Cinnabar Spindle doesn't snapshot. For you guys who don't know what snapshot means, it basically means that the damage calculation is calculated based on the stats of the character the moment the skill is activated, and Albedo's elemental skill is such. When you cast this elemental skill at 0 stack of Curiosity, the bloom damage calculation is based on the 0 stacks defense. Even when Albedo receives bonus attack, defense, Geo bonus, etc., the calculation for the bloom will be exactly the same as when he doesn't receive any of these buffs. Here I am using 4-piece House of Opulent Dreams and a level 70 R5 Harbinger of Dawn. The damage dealt by every bloom is 10910, exactly the same even though the stacks of Curiosity are increasing. You can see the number of Curiosity stacks, which is indicated by the yellow number that appears on your character. As you can see here, my Albedo has 2.4k defense at 4 stacks of Curiosity, but the bloom damage are not increasing. But when you recast his elemental skill at 4 stacks of Curiosity, his bloom damage increased, since his defense got boosted by the Curiosity stacks. Hence the damage is calculated based on the defense of a 4-stack Curiosity Albedo. Here the damage dealt by the bloom is 13,593 compared to the previous one where it only dealt 10,910. This is what it means for a skill to be a snapshot skill. To maximize the damage of your Albedo, you might want to make sure he receives the buffs before he casts his elemental skill. The damage calculation persists. Even after Albedo loses all the stacks of Curiosity, the damage dealt will be exactly the same as when Albedo had 4 stacks of Curiosity. Here I'll demonstrate what happens when Albedo uses Cinnabar Spindle. For the sake of consistency, I'll be eating a crit rate food and nothing else. As you can see, my Albedo's defense at 0 stack of Curiosity is at 2796 and the Geo damage bonus is at 75.4%. At 0 stacks, the damage dealt is 15,803. At 1 stack, the damage dealt increases into 15,877. As you can see, the damage keeps increasing until it finally stops increasing at 16,100, where Albedo has reached 4 stacks of Curiosity. So what I meant earlier when I said Cinnabar Spindle doesn't snapshot is, the elemental skill damage bonus provided by the Cinnabar Spindle is calculated based on the current defense of Albedo. As the number of the stack increases, so does the damage of the bloom. The bloom's damage will gradually increase until Albedo reaches 4 stacks of Curiosity, in which the elemental skill damage bonus is equal to 80% of the 4 stacks Curiosity Albedo. When Gorou comes out, both the on-field and off-field Geo characters are gonna get more buffs to their damage output. Depending on the number of Geo characters that you have in your active party, your current active character will receive defense bonus, increased resistance to interruption, and Geo damage bonus. Also with Gorou's first Ascension passive effect, casting his Elemental Burst will provide all party members with a 25% defense bonus for 12 seconds, boosting Albedo's bloom damage by even further when the buff is active. But since Gorou's defense bonus on his elemental skill is a fixed bonus, while his elemental burst damage scaling on defense is not that high either, I would recommend you to use other artifact sets such as 4-piece Noblesse to give another 20% attack bonus buff on your party members instead of the House of Opulent Dreams artifact set on him. But do keep in mind that if you have a constellation for Gorou and you are planning to make him into a healer for your team, then using House of Opulent Dreams might be a better option for you since his healing scales off his defense. Also note that Gorou's healing capabilities heals every 1.5 seconds, and since the healing scales off Gorou's defense, he might only be capable of healing around 2k to 2.5k per tick, which is nowhere near other healer characters. You might also want to build energy recharge on Gorou to maximize his uptime on his elemental burst on this mono Geo team, since his elemental burst requires 80 energy cost, which is considered really high, to maintain the defense bonus and Geo damage bonus for your team. You can use Fofonius Warbow on him for 61.3% energy recharge at level 90, with 2 pieces of Emblem of Severed Fate and 2 pieces of the Exile to get 40% energy recharge from the 2-piece effect, totaling to 101.3% energy recharge bonus. Next, we'll talk about Arataki Itto, the new 5-star Geo Claymore character. Arataki Itto is one of the Geo characters that has their damage scales off their defense stat. Even his BIS 5-star weapon, the Red Hornstone Treasure, has a passive effect of increasing defense and normal attack and charge attack damage bonus that scales off his defense. We can't be 100% sure of what his kit will be when he comes out later next week, but from the information circulating online, all of his kit, elemental burst, passive, and weapon gives attack and damage bonuses that scales off defense. Because most of Itto's kit scales off defense, 4-piece House of Opulent Dreams artifact might be the best choice for Itto, as they give 54% defense bonus and 24% geo damage bonus at max tax, which Itto can easily achieve since his ultimate burst infuses his attack with geo just like Noelle. Therefore, for the Mono Geo team, I suggest you put Albedo, Gorou, and Itto together, and for the fourth one, anything is fine. You can use Zhongli for the additional 20% elemental shred, but I think this is just too overkill. You will also get Geo Resonance when you are protected by a shield, which you can easily get from Crystallized Elemental Reaction that increases the damage you dealt by 15% and decreases the enemy's Geo Res by 20%. Thus for the boss slot, you can use any character such as Bennett that acts as another damage booster and healer, Diona to maintain the shield uptime and healer, Rosaria to get extra crit rate after casting her elemental burst, etc. For you guys who skip Albedo to get Itto, using any Geo character such as a Traveler, Ningguang, Noelle or Zhongli is also a good option. Even though their elemental skill cannot do any damage when they're off-field except Zhongli, just for the sake of Gorou's skill to trigger the 3 Geo character buff. Since the new Mono Geo team revolves around Itto and Gorou, if you do have any spare Primo Gems, and if you really want to optimize your Mono Geo team for the sake of Geo supremacy, you might want to pull for Albedo while his rerun banner is still up. So the conclusion is that if you really want to build a Mono Geo and broken team, do not skip Albedo, Gorou, or even Itto. Who doesn't want to be wished by Itto on their birthday like,
"Today is an important day. I had to send the gang away, otherwise they'd be accusing me of favoritism. Here, take a look at this. I got you. The greatest birthday gift combo ever. 1 top-grade Oni Kabuto. I'll have you know it took me 3 whole days and nights to catch this bad boy. 1 out-of-print collectible trading card that took me 300 rounds to get my hands on. And finally, a birthday song performance performed personally by yours truly. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear traveler. Happy birthday to you.
that's it for today's video. I hope you enjoy it. Please like and subscribe if you do, and I'll see you on the next one.
A frozen night, but everyone's moving out. We all need time, but there's no way to slow it down.